Morning everybody, it's Chris and Max at Dean's Creek Ranch. Well, it's 50-hour service time on the bad boy. I was out working and Mama did some mowing and got it right at 50 hours. So as you can see, I already put it up on blocks to give me a little bit more space underneath there. And I'm going to show you, this is a hydrostatic filter guard. I already took that one off. I'll show you down below here. So you got to change the engine oil at 50 hours and these two hydrostatic transmissions there. Get off it. And there's where the filter guard goes. You can see the filter. Each hydrostatic transmission has a filter. And then you can see probably up in there's the yellow engine oil filter. And what you need is some basic tools and 2 quarts for the engine and 2 quarts and filter each for the hydrostatic transmission. Yep. And then what you do is you lock out the transmission and you cycle the arms, they say 5 or 6 times, get air bubbles out. This is my first time doing it, so I'll show you how it goes.
You already changed the oil, so it's not...
I changed the engine oil once, but that was the break-in. Max is completely right. So I will show you how it goes. It should take about an hour. Basic tools and then, change the oil. And then what I'm going to show Casey when you're done using a bad boy is to learn how to clean it. It's a little dirty. Anyway, I'll be back. All right. First filter's off, draining out. It's actually, the filter doubles as a drain plug. It's about 2 quarts in there and it's draining out. Tell you what, whoever put that on in the factory was pretty proud of themselves. Had to use the filter wrench. It's been my experience that filters only need to be just like a touch beyond hand tight. And that one was not. So drain that out, reinstall the filter, and then what you do is there's a plug right up in top there. I'm sure you can't see it. And then you fill it right until the oil comes out of that plug. And then you fill it up the rest of the way through the overflow, which I will show you. So, going good. Okay, drain complete, new filter back on. You see right up there, that hole, that's the nut I took out. That's the fill, well, it's not the fill hole, it's the overflow. You fill the hydrostatic transmission until it just starts to seep out. Then you reinstall that plug and fill it the rest of the way with the 2050 oil. Should take about a little baby over 2 quarts, and you fill it through the tank, and I'll show you the tank. It's up above. Going good. So that's the tank for that side. See, there's the little tank for that side. Do one at a time. Funnel, so you don't make a mess. Takes 2 quarts, so this first quart should go in just fine without overflowing, I would assume. But I'll stop about halfway just to check. Oh, see, overflowing through. Yeah, so apparently that, you do it a little bit slower than what I was doing. I spilled a little oil because it overflowed out of the tank because it doesn't go down this drain line as quick as I was filling it, and it was overflowing. I told you it was my first time. That's how you learn, I guess. So other than about 2 tablespoons of oil, going good. Yeah, all filled up. I don't know if you can see there. Right at 2 quarts, the plug underneath that I took out, it starts to basically drip out. You reinstall the plug and it's right at the bottom of the fill cold line. Now I'm going to show you when I do the other side. Then you have to move the control arms. You lock out the transmissions and you move the control arms to get air out. I would assume the air is coming from the filter that you install. There's probably a gap in there. Like I said, it's my first time, so you're learning while I'm learning. And so I'm going to do the second side, then we'll move on to the engine oil. Like I said, coincidentally, look at that, right at 50 hours for this service. Nailed it. So we'll do the other side and we'll move on to engine oil. Okay, both are done. Filter guards back in place in the vent holes or vent plugs are back in place as well. Quick note, maybe just because I've learned through experience, you know, with filter guards and the drain plugs and whatnot, no need to over tighten this stuff. Great way to strip out something, you know. You talk about plastic filter guards, for Pete's sakes. Just make it snug, and that's about it. Don't wrench on it. So now we're going to change the engine oil, because part of this, the transmissions at least, what is required is we have to purge the system of air, and it requires you starting the motor, and I'm at 50 hours anyway, so I want to change the oil. So they make it real simple. Bad Boy makes it real simple. There is the oil filter, and you can see right here, it's got that hole so you can drain it into the pan. And they put a nice handy dandy drain plug right there. Drain it right into the pan. Another 2 quarts. This goes real quick. Then we'll, I've already got them locked out, by the way. See, there's the pins locked out, the transmissions. We'll purge the system with air, and in about 20 minutes, well, I'm going to go clean it first. Thanks, Casey. And then, from there, we have another 50 hours of mowing to do. So, time to do the engine oil. Okay. Service complete. 2 transmissions and 1 engine oil complete. I have it jacked up off the ground about 3 inches. This is where I started up, and with the transmissions locked out, you're going to do the control arms back and forth slowly 6 times to purge air out of the systems. With the drain plug on the transmissions, when the oil dribbles out, they're full. This is just a precautionary step. I would suspect that there's no air in the system at this point, but you know, I'm going to follow the manufacturer's instructions and do what they say. Then after that, it's on to 50 hours of mowing. So thanks for following along. I hope I did this right. This is Chris at Deans Creek Ranch. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button, tell some friends and family. See ya.